So the next point is recognizing and appreciating your child's milestone. When we hear parents say to us, my child is not even doing like child A, my neighbor's child is writing 1 to 200, my child is only able to write 1 to 150, have you recognized and appreciated that milestone? First of all, let your child know that you are even happy where he or she is. Don't come with the whole of that complaint. Every time you are complaining, my child is not doing this. When parents come to me like that, I ask them, the first question I ask is, what can your child do? Do you know, one day I met a woman who came with those loads of complaints, and I asked, what can your child do? And she couldn't tell me one thing that the child can do. She only has the negative thing. So I began to ask. I said, can your child hold his pencil at 2 years? Yes. Can your child do this at 2 years? Yes. Can your child? I said, but you just told me that he can't do anything. And you know, this thing has a way of affecting our children, because they know when you give those complaints. They know when you are not happy with what they are doing. They know when you are full of complaints. Let's learn to appreciate our children's milestones. Stop comparing them. Comparison kills our children. It kills their morale. It kills that motivation. So even with your own children, I have 4. I can't compare the 4 of them. They are not in the same level. I remembered my first son started reading well. When I say reading fluently at 4. But for my daughter, it wasn't that way. And so comparing them was wasting my time. What I did was to move into action. So David, I didn't need all the libraries, the books for him to read. But for my daughter, I had to create a library in the house. I was buying books like a mad woman, in quotes. Yes. Anywhere I go to ShopRite, I enter the door, I go to any store and I see books that will help her read. Picture reading books and all that. I was buying, created a library, and then I encouraged the act of reading. When it is time to read, I sit with my own books. She's reading, I'm reading. And before I knew, the magic happened. Today, reading is not a challenge. My daughter can read anything. In fact, while we were traveling this last summer, she went with 4 books and she almost finished the 4 books. So instead of comparing your children, why not appreciate the little milestones that they have made? Clear expectation is another point. Define rules and responsibilities. School resumption is here. Let your child know his or her roles. Don't do everything for your child. Once a child is in primary 1, the child should be responsible. Don't come to school to ask us, we cannot find my child water bottle. That child is no longer in the nursery where the school takes full responsibility. No. From grade 1, that's 6 years old, you should be responsible for your lunch bag, for your water bottle, for your books. In fact, when I see parents come like that to ask, Mr. Babuchi, my child, your child, don't worry, when I bring my cane. Train your children to be responsible for their materials, responsible for their books. Tell your child, let your child understand that you have paid so much for him to have this textbook or for her to have this textbook. Let them know. Set clear boundaries, set clear expectations. Let them know what you're expecting from them. Assist your children when it is time for home tasks. I hear a lot from these children. Sometimes you see the teachers bringing them to me. So, young lady, why didn't you do your assignment? My mommy was not there to help me. Make out time, even if it is 30 minutes daily after school. Supervise their assignment. Don't allow the teachers to give assignment and then 2 days later they are still asking, your child has not submitted assignment. If you need to create a schedule for that, do that. Assist your children. I'm not saying you should do the assignment for them. No. What I'm saying is create an environment for them to be able to do their assignment, and while they are doing, you are monitoring what they are doing. You are directing them. So my daughter, it is not A, it is B, or do your B well. Just that assistance. Then build relationships. A lot of parents don't have relationship with their children. There is no cordial relationship between you and your child. So what are you doing? Why are you the parent? It is not just in paying fees. You must learn to bond with your children. In the academy, we tell parents, you must be ready to bond daily. Let something be attracting your children to you. Let something be joining you together daily. Daily. I can't imagine a day without bonding with my children. I can't imagine a day. So create this. Let there be time for bonding with them. It can be 30 minutes, it can be 20 minutes a day. I understand that we are all busy. Yeah, but you must create a rapport with your children. And then, like I said, celebrate every success. Celebrate every success. Your child scores 8 over 10. Don't sit down and ask the child. So the person who scores 10 over 10, hey, parents, let's wake up. Your child scores 6 over 10. So the person who scores scores 10 over 10? Because 6 over 10 is a passed mark. As long as it is the child that did it and the child can defend it. Enough of producing children who will score 10 over 10 and they are not able to defend what they have done. That's the problem we have. You see graduates coming for interview and cannot defend their certificates because, of course, let's learn to celebrate our children's successes. Applaud the child and let the child know that you can do better tomorrow. Don't just start condemning. So the person who scores 9 over 10, so the person who scores 10 over 10, go and order. We must learn to, then address concerns. And when you are addressing concerns, do it in a peaceful manner. When I see parents come to fight school, I wonder why. This is the place where your child is, and you are fighting the teacher, you are fighting the admin, you are fighting the school owner or the proprietors or the school leader. Why? And don't forget that what your child sees you do, the child will do the same. You need to address issues because something is not working out well. Come to the school peacefully. Meet with the head or the school, the teacher or whosoever you want to meet with. Explain yourself, share your concern, and let's come together and provide solutions. Don't go to the school and you are shouting, then they will know you as a mad parent. Dear parent, I hope with this few points of mine, I've been able to convince you that for you to be involved in your child's educational life is not moi moi. It is a lot of work, and the work is a lot of work. Alright, so resumption is here again. With this tip, I see you soaring high with your child. Thank you once again for listening to me. Again, my name is Charity Bavchi, a parent coach.